Hey YouTube, DG here. Today I'm going to do the first part of my top 100 movies list. I'm going to on the list because I got a day from watching Sammy Asker's top 50 movie list, but I decided to, instead of going 2 parts, I'm going to make 3 parts with 100 movies. So today I'm going from the first part. Also, since I'm sorry, I've been lazy procrastinating the past few years on YouTube, so I decided to extend my YouTube career till I'm 25 to make up for the lost time. After that, I'll be the big filmmaker you'll see and love. So till then, I'm gonna I'm gonna keep doing YouTube. Of course, I'm a big movie buff, so you'll be able to see a lot of movies you'll love on this list. So let's get to it. Number 100, Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, called 4th film in Mission Impossible film series. This is number 100. I decided the reason I put this on the list because I like Mission Impossible and I ran out the original list, so I had to take Mars Attacks out and replace it with the Mission Impossible movie. I say Ghost Protocol because I thought I had the best action, best acting, some of the best action scenes and scenes. Such as the scene where he climbs the roof with his padded, all of them are good, but I had to pick one, so I just picked that one. Because it is truly a classic, and it's really enjoyable. Number 99, Captain America, The Winter Soldier. Sure, my favorite of the Captain America trilogy. When it came out, it just was epic for me to watch. I loved, I love Captain America in this movie. I love the conspiracy they had. The shield was actually Hydra. That was a big surprise for me. I was still developing my interest in the comics. That was a huge surprise to find out that shield was just a facade. That was actually Hydra really in control. And the action was great, and I loved it. That Chris Evans probably did really good in the movie. He did great with Black Widow. Scarlett Johansson. Winter Soldier was okay. I mean, not the movie, the character I'm talking about by Bucky, whoever you want to say it is. Actually, to be honest with this movie, I completely forgot who Bucky was. We said Bucky, Bucky there. Who is he exactly? I was saying the same thing until it showed us that he was the guy from First Avenger who got flung off the train. I completely forgot who that character was until the movie reminded me who it was. Yeah. Number 98, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Giant Spielberg classic. It lurks in the remnants of Star Wars. In a precursor to E.T., the Extraterrestrial, which again was also a good movie. A precursor to it. We talked about belief and stuff. The story was excellent for the time. The ending is a thing of pure gold. I first watched this movie a few years ago in 2014, I think, at Mission Theater. They're having a show at Mission Theater. Me, my dad, and my brother went to go see it. It was just amazing. Very well made. Very good. Another classic Spielberg film. Really good. Number 97, Bourne Identity. Now, some of the videos I'm going to put posters up here from Premiere Pro. Some of them I'm going to grab videos from my room. I do have cases of them downstairs, but I don't have to go down and bring them back out how many times and make a huge mess. So I'm just going to bring what I got up here for the video's sake. Yeah. Now back towards the thing. Bourne Identity, the first out of the Bourne series, my favorite action movie film series. That's a great movie. I never read the book, I just know the movie, and the movie had a lot of great scenes. It had a good story. An amnesiac guy trying to find out who he is, find out he's an assassin and is trying to escape from his employers. And I just like how in each film they keep revealing the secret. They keep getting more into the secret till Jason Bourne finally reveals the whole thing. I think it's just really great movie. I loved it to death. Number 96, Jason Bourne. Alright, yep, I have a 4K copy of the movie. I heard it's not that good, but I still think it's the second best Bourne film after the Bourne Identity. Jason Bourne. We finally get a wrap up of the story. I mean, this film has everything. Has the great action, a great wrap up for a story. Like, to be honest, the only Bourne film I ever watched was Bourne Legacy because it didn't have this guy in it. This guy is the best. Like Tommy Lee Jones, great villain. Has a lot of brings to the role. The action in this film is badass. Sorry for my language there, but it's just really good. I love this film to death, and this, in my opinion, is what the pinnacle of the Bourne series and deserves as much love as it gets. Okay, number 95, The Incredibles. Was probably one of the probably one of the more unique Pixar movies. For Pixar, we got a couple of good, decent movies. We got movies about toys, movies about monsters, movies about fish, movies about bugs. But now we finally get a movie about actual human people. But like they had humans in other, like Toy Story, they had humans like Andy and his mom and his sister and Sid and all that. But then in Toy Story 2 get the toy collector and stuff. And Bugs is actually no humans. Finding Nemo, they have to go to the dentist's office and stuff. And Monster Inc. we have the little girl. But anyway, Incredibles focuses solely on people being superheroes. And it has a unique sense of film. And they don't even, one of the things the movie brings some interesting commentary in the beginning, such as because in the beginning it shows that after this one superhero called Mr. Incredible makes a mistake and he accidentally ninja a few people, they ended up banning superheroes because it forced them all to retire early, and then after that, Incredible now, Uncle Bad's real name Bob is now still living with the family, but is trying to get back to his superhero, trying to relive his old glory days, missing it. And it does go on after the first 20 minutes or so in the movie, but then after he goes to the island and fights the villain syndrome, then it kind of shifts away from that commentary and focuses more on the battle there, and doesn't really talk about that anymore. But still has a great score. Like, I listen to that score a lot. It's very ominous, very comic book feeling. Feeling like, oh, the kids are great. Oh, the kids are great. Edna's great. Frozen's great. The kids are great. Elastigirl's great. This animation is well done. Just really excellent film. Thumbs up. Okay. Number 94. The Running Man. I just watched it a few nights ago and it's very good. In the movie, Schwarzenegger is forced to compete in this game show where you have to fight guys to try and escape from the area, I guess. It just kind of takes it too seriously. Like, it's kind of cheesy, the idea of it being a game show, an evil game show, and the costumes they wear in the movie during those fight scenes look like skin from. Oh my god, that is so that is hilarious. Like, the movie does not take itself seriously at all. Not at all. No way. The movie just super silly, and it's so silly. It doesn't even care to take itself seriously whatsoever. It's goofy and fun. And Schwarzenegger does some of the most cheesiest one-liners. I don't remember them, but they're so hilarious. Not bad. Like, it's hilarious. So yeah, good movie. Okay, next one we at 93, Shopping Mall. Starring Shopping Mall. Starring, I don't know the kids. I just know one of the guys was from Friday Part 2, but still, I just like it because it's one of those so bad it's good movies. Because in the movie, these teens are hanging out in the mall after hours, but then these security robots malfunction, start killing them off. Every time one of those kills someone off, they say, "Thank you, have a nice day." It just looks like something that would be like for an old Nintendo game. Like, it just such a cheesy plot. Like, although it does have of course, gratuitous nudity and violence that most slashers have. It's kind of a slasher, kind of just like a comedy, but it still really works well at both levels. Like, it even has the truck, the snowplow driver from Gremlins / the truck driver from Small Soldiers / the gun store owner from Terminator as a janitor who gets killed. It still is just very cheesy and fun. Number 92, Spaceballs. Watch out! That's one of my absolute old-time classic favorite movies, one of the classic favorites. It's just, I once watched that movie like a long time. I didn't watch it pretty told several years later I started getting back into it. And when I watched it, it's just hilarious. One of the best Mel Brooks movies ever. Next to Blazing Saddles and Young Frankenstein. It's just hilarious. Hilarious. Like, I love how they spoofed everything, like replacing Darth Vader, the big commander, with a short, nerdy, whiny geek. That was a classic basic move. Like, Moranis is hilarious as Dark Helmet, and John Candy's good. Mel Brooks is the best. He's great at spoofs. I love the set designs, the costumes, the humor, and the lines are unforgettable. Well, may the shores be with you! Yogurt! I hate yogurt! Even with strawberries! Wait, no sir, I didn't see one of the dolls again, and another, one, let me think of another, 2, 1, oh yeah, funny, she doesn't look Drewish. Watch this comedy gold. Number 91, Dumb and Dumber. You know, my parents hate that movie. I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite Jim Carrey movie. Second favorite. I don't know. It's one of my favorite Jim Carrey movies. The humor is like off the charts. The plot is average, but the humor is over the top and goofy. And sometimes disgusting, especially the scene when Lloyd tricked Harry taking lax and had him crack till the cows come home. Ooh, it's just an over-the-top goofy movie. And I'm not talking about the actual goofy movie. I'm not. Yeah. Okay, number 90, Dream Warriors. Probably one of two of my favorite Elm Street movies after the original. The reason why is because it has a unique plot to it. Like, and plus it brings back Heather Legend camp from the original. In the movie, these kids, after killing Freddy, go to a mental hospital after a lot of them try to kill themselves. So they're afraid to be look at try to kill themselves, and they're being helped by Nancy from the first film Fight Off Freddy Krueger. We get a couple of killers. We get the main blonde girl who I guess is acrobatus, who has problems with their family. Now we get this one chick who's an recovering drug addict. We get another girl who's a aspiring TV actress. One kid who's in a wheelchair. One black guy who's all attitude. A mute kid. And let me think, is that all the... Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, you get a puppet. Marionettist. But yeah, this is some... It has some really cool, good characters. Some really creative kills, like the marionette vein scene. And the scene... And the welcome to prime time beep part. Everything is some classic Freddy lines. Freddy lines just... really well made, and it's not overly goofy, and it's very unique. Very unique premise. So that is definitely a favorite. Number 89. Number 89. The original Nightmare on Elm Street. Probably one of my favorite slasher, a really great movie, because it of course introduced Freddy Krueger, the best dream serial killer of all time. This is before Freddy got all jokesy and stuff. It made unnecessary puns. Just good fun. Like, has some very scary moments, like the scene where he rips his face off, with the skull beneath it, and scenes where he, and let's see, and the scene when she kills go on the ceiling. If you're wondering how they did that effect, they used a rotating room to do that effect. And he also did it for Johnny Depp's death. Like, this is actually the film debut of Pirates of the Caribbean's Johnny Depp. Like, this is when he first came to the cinema after the number before he started doing other things like 21 Jump Street. And he was amazing in that film. That series, I meant to say. Anyway, now back to Next on Street. The Legend Cab is great as Nancy. Very strong, tough girl to take any nightmare bull crap. The story is his backstory is horrifying for Krueger's, and it adds a lot of drama and suspense to the popular film. It's one of the things I love about the movie. Number 88, Air Force One. One of the many Die Hard ripoffs. This movie is pretty much Die Hard on an airplane. Like Harrison Ford is obviously John McClane in the movie, and Gary Oldman is obviously Hans Gruber in the movie. In the movie, the presidents take off on Air Force One with his family, some other people, but then they get attacked by these Russian, I think, dudes, led by Gary Oldman, men who are wanting to hold them hostage and launch their lead. Old money powerful leader gets free from the big house. And Harrison Ford stays back and to rescue everyone on the plane. Like, honestly, this is seriously a Die Hard ripoff. Like, it's obvious that Gary Oldman is supposed to be like Hans Gruber from Die Hard, because he's a foreign kid. He's supposed to be foreign, and he's taking up a terrorist. He's an actual terrorist, not just doing it for money. But still, the movie has great pacing. Harrison Ford is a great movie. It's one of the best lines in the movie, which is "Get off my plane." Glenn Close is also great, plus the vice president. Then, like, the special effects on the airplane are good until, like, the end when they crash into the bog. Not the bog, I mean the ocean. And it's just great action. Number 87, the new Invisible Man. I watched this before the virus hit and got us to lockdown. And it is a great movie. And it's a good movie. Like, it's one of the better Universal horror reimaginings. Yeah, screw Wolfman 2010, screw Van Helsing, screw the actor of Frankenstein, and screw Dracula Untold, and definitely screw Mummy Tom Cruise. I like you, Tom Cruise, but your Mummy film sucked. This is where things get good in The Invisible Man. These are the reasons why. For one thing, why. Explores interesting, relatable themes. Because in the movie, this woman, after escaping from her ex-boyfriend, who then later said to have committed suicide, is now coming to haunt her in the form of an invisible costume to torment her for leaving him. It's just, and I like the cinematography because some shots do wide shots to make it look like that to make you wonder if the Invisible Man's in the room or not. Like, just great shots. And the themes kind of explores sexual predatorism, like, which is honestly something much negative. Like, I'm pretty sure there's like 100 women out there who probably have to deal with men trying to follow them and torment them for leaving them and ruining their lives for it. Like, I've seen a lot of, and I'm sure that happens a lot. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if I asked them online if it's happened to them and they'd say, yeah, it has. And see, this is a super relatable movie. Like, a lot of us women can relate to this when we leave someone who's treated us poorly and they try to ruin our lives for it. That's a relatable thing, except that this one takes it to a different approach. It's just very suspenseful and it's very creative, and I have to give it points for that. That it does use a lot of jump scares, but not too many, just a few here and there, but still relies on good atmosphere and good acting. Okay, number 96. Frankenstein. Probably one of the greatest movies ever made is the original Frankenstein from 1931. With Boris Karloff, obviously, one of the greatest monster actors ever be. Now, when I first watched the movie, it was a lot different from all the spoofs, parodies, knockoffs and retellings I've seen of it. But it's a lot different than what I see of it. Yeah, like I was surprised to see this right out started off with them just bringing the monster to life. I didn't expect it to just start with that, but the ability that happened in the middle of the movie, the monster would go mad. But it turns out they started entirely off and just bringing the monster to life. And of course you get the popular line, "It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!" Another thing that surprised me that they didn't even call Igor Igor. They called him Fritz for some reason. Like every other adaptation, knockoff, spin-off, parody, spoof that I've seen, they've always called the Hunchback Igor, not Fritz. Like I never got that. I also thought it was weird how Frankenstein's the doctor's first name isn't Victor, it's Henry, because every other adaptation, spin-off, spoof, parody, knockoff I've seen, he was always called Victor Frankenstein, not Henry Frankenstein. Like that was some weird changes. Boris Karloff was great as the monster. Like I swear, there's one shot when he looked at me in the tank away, he looked like he was going like. I just thought he had a little personality to the Frankenstein monster. It was just really good, very good, suspenseful horror. Number 85, Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl. The all-time best out of the saga. God, yeah. Every other film after that can hang itself. So, yeah, they sucked. Well, them is just watchable. World's End, Now Stranger Tides, Demons, Tell the Tales did suck. But this one was amazing. So I'm just looking at my notes here. So anyway, it has a great story. I love the character. Jack Sparrow is excellent, and the music of the movie is good too. Like my favorite track is the underwater march sequence. You know the one that goes dun 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 dun. This is an amazing, well-made sequence. I love that movie to death. It's an amazing classic that I'll watch again and again. Number 84. Jurassic Park, yes. That is one of my all-time classic favorite movies. I enjoy the visuals. Of course, one of the two movies to help bring the new generation of special effects next to Terminator 2. And it still holds up to the test of time. Special effects are good. The characters are good. It's just a well-written story with great special effects, and great music. John Williams again does great music in this movie. He's a pro at it, and it's just wow, fun. This blew my eyes. I first saw it, blew my eyes. Yeah. Okay, too. We got Wonder Woman. Number 2, we got Wonder Woman. A woman. My first one. Well, actually, in my opinion, it's the first good DCEU movie. Man of Steel was watchable. Superman, it wasn't so hot. Suicide Squad was complete garbage, and I never to watch that ever again. But Wonder Woman was really great. I love the characteristic of Wonder Woman, of how selfless she is. I love the special effects, the music. I love her theme song. It's great. It's just perfect. And Chris Pine's good. Everything's great about her. Like, it's flawless. Perfectly flawless. It's a great movie, yeah. Alien vs. Predator. Yeah, no, it's not a very popular movie. I just like it because I like to see two of my favorite icons duking it out. Alien Predators. I love, to be honest, I choose between whether I like aliens or predators more. I prefer predators. But still, Alien vs. Predator is a fun popcorn flick that is still enjoyable to this day, in my opinion. It doesn't hold up as enjoyable. 81. The Dark Knight. I know a lot of people are probably confused why it's not on my top 50 because I kind of like Rises a little bit better. Dark Knight, but I'll explain why Dark is here. Dark Knight does have a lot of good things going for it. The story, its themes. Yes, Heath Ledger's Joker's good, and Michael Caine as Alfred, like Michael Caine, Christian Bale, and Gary Oldman. They're all good in the movie. Movie has a lot of impressive visuals and storytelling. It's just well made and well scripted. Like the lines are just amazing and very memorable. Just a cool superhero movie. Number 80 is its predecessor, Batman Begins. Which I did see before. That I actually got into the film because I read a picture book in my school, and I got into the film and watched that before. I think I did that like a year before Dark Knight came out. So then after Dark Knight came out, we rented it. After it came out, we rented it like a... I don't remember if it was like the Netflix or Redbox we rented it from. Yeah, but eventually my dad went... I watched it for a little bit because I thought it was too scary for me. It was too violent for me, but I just know. But back to Batman Begins. Yes, it's a really good telling of Batman's story down to the point. It gives it new depth and logic, new elements, good character writing, and great modern day storytelling. It's a great film. Okay, I'm gonna do up to 70 because battery's getting low. So, number 79, The Mask. Smoking! I just love that movie. It's just hilarious. Jim Carrey is hilarious. He does great as The Mask. He has great humor, great timing with his humor. It's just really fun and funny and hilarious and cheesy and entertaining. I can't get enough of it. It's just fun. Number 78. The original War of the Worlds, not a Tom Cruise BS. Because it's just... long story short, the book's good. The film is a cheesy sci-fi B movie, but it holds up well. It has a lot of great visuals, and I love the little margins that they made it there. Acting is so-so for the time, but yeah, it's good. Number